Hello guys and welcome back to another UEFA Champions League Fantasy podcast. This time I'm going to present you the best limitless team selection for UCL Fantasy Matchday 4. On Saturday I uploaded the video about the best wildcard team selection where I also talked about the chip strategy, which chip is better to use, limitless or wildcard for specific Matchday 4, and also made little preview about Matchday 4. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, guys, you can watch that video on my channel and make your statement in the comment section. So guys, before we start the team selection process, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel and like this video, because 97% of the viewers have not subscribed yet, and you can help me to reach the subscribers milestone, which is on the screen right now. And also, what's the most important, join in my Champions League Fantasy League. The code is on the screen and also will be in the description. So guys, let's start the team selection process. As usual, my team selection process is always starting with the goalkeepers and defenders, but before I do that, I want to mention the main difference between limitless and wildcard. Under the limitless team selection, under the limitless chip, we have no budget restriction, so we can afford any player under any price, but we must focus on a single match day, because the players we pick are useful for the single specific match day 4, and pick the players who you think will be the most contributive for the specific match day 4. So guys, let's start with the goalkeepers and defenders, and my goalkeepers are going to be under the limitless card Jan Sommer and David Raya from Arsenal. Jan Sommer from Inter, who are going to play against Kairat at home, so I think having this kind of player is so good asset for our team. So having Jan Sommer, and they have not conceded single goal in this tournament yet. Inter have 3 clean sheets, and no wonder why, because the opponents were weak. And Kairat also the fourth weak team, which will be opponent for Inter. And Jan Sommer, I think, have guaranteed clean sheet, but of course we can afford David Raya from Arsenal, who is against Slavia Praga, and also Arsenal does not concede many goals in the Champions League. We got right now in a team 2 goalkeepers who have not conceded yet, so I think having both goalkeepers are going to be great asset, and I think there is a possibility of 99% we can afford at least 1 clean sheet from both goalkeepers. In the defense, I have Mickey van der Ven, starting with Mickey van der Ven from Spurs, and they're going to face Copenhagen at home. So Coti Romero is out due to injury, and having Mickey van der Ven will be great for our team, because the match against Copenhagen, against Danish team, I think Spurs are going to be heavily favorites against them. And Mickey van der Ven loves to score many goals in this season. Also, he also made double in the Premier League, so having him maybe is going to be great for our team. Next one, a double up from Arsenal defensive line, William Saliba and Gabriel. And in summary, I will have Arsenal 3 players from defensive positions, one goalkeeper and 2 defender, William Saliba and Gabriel. You know that Arsenal does not love to concede goals, which I mentioned yet, and I think it is going to be clean sheet for them. So having William Saliba, Gabriel plus David Raya is going to be great points, huge accumulated points for our fantasy team. And you know that Gabriel loves ball recoveries. He's also good at opposite box. He loves to score goals, made assists, and just like that, everybody knows from the set pieces Gabriel is the main street, but nobody can touch him, nobody can stop him. So right now, having that kind of player is going to be extremely good for our team. If you think that there will be a rotation in Arsenal squad for the Slavia Praga game, which I don't think, but if you think so, the first match of the tournament on Tuesday game is going to be Arsenal against Slavia Praga in away game. So we will be able to see at least starting lineups and decide after that which players to pick from defensive line. But I think if David Raya, Gabriel and Saliba, that trio, if they are going to start from the starting lineup, I think they are going to be best pick from Arsenal for match day 4. Another player is going to be Denzel Dumfries from Inter, but no guarantees of in a defensive line because Kevlo just makes rotations, and Denzel Dumfries is the key player we all know, but maybe he's going to be rotated in the Champions League. Nobody knows that because Kevlo makes just too many rotations. The player which is untouchable at this moment in defensive line is going to be Denzel Dumfries, but in Serie A he rotated him with Carlos Enrique, so I think against Kairat there's a high probability that Denzel Dumfries starts. So having that kind of player is going to be key for our team. The last defender under the limitless card is going to be Marco Correa from Chelsea against Karabakh. In the last fixture against Ajax he was rotated, but I think against Karabakh he will be in the starting lineup, and I just have the predictions that Chelsea is going to have the clean sheet against Karabakh, so having Kukureya is going to be great for our team. Now see midfield and forward line. My midfield line is going to start surprisingly with Lamine Yamal. Maybe it's not surprised by the age and by the status, but for the last time Lamine Yamal plays, the performance is not that good. But I think under the limitless card against Brugge, maybe we will get angry Lamine Yamal because I know there are huge problems in his private life, and I think it affects on him. Of course, he's too young, but I guess against Brugge, Lamine Yamal will shine because he must be angry because of Clasico, and I think he must redeem himself and take all the responsibility. So having Lamine Yamal against Brugge in a away game is going to be key for Barcelona and also for our team under the limitless card, because I expect for him to be angry. There is a two side, one that he will be too angry and he plays very good, his performance will be good, but on the other side, maybe we will get stressed Lamine Yamal, too young, too many responsibilities on himself, and maybe that will affect on him. You can decide by that, but I can recommend him against Brugge under the limitless card. Next one is going to be Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and I just told you about rotation in Inter squad, but Hakan approximately always playing, and he loves to make assists. He also loves to score goals. If Lautaro Martinez is going to be rotated from the starting lineup against Kairat, I guess the main penalty taker is going to be Hakan. Also, he takes corners, and after that he accumulates many assists. For example, in the Champions League first fixture, Hakan Çalhanoğlu made 2 assists from the corners. Also, he loves to take set pieces, so there is a high opportunity of the goal plus assist against Kairat, and I think having Hakan Çalhanoğlu is going to be great asset for our team. Next one is from Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, who is mentioned as a doubtful at this moment, but he played in the Premier League, so that means he's healthy, and Enzo Fernandez probably against Karabakh is going to be main player in midfield, with Moses Caicedo. But in the case of Enzo Fernandez, there is an opportunity of goal more than Moses Caicedo's case. So Enzo Fernandez, in the absence of Cole Palmer, takes penalties, and this guy is also he has the ability to score a goal from the playtime, and I guess having Enzo Fernandez is going to be good under the limitless card despite his price. Next one is going to be Jude Bellingham from Real Madrid, and the return what he has at this moment is a crucial for Real Madrid, and despite the fact the match is against Liverpool in a away game, I think Jude Bellingham is in a great shape, and having that kind of player who will play in England, in his homeland, I guess Jude Bellingham plays very well. He just scored the winner against Juventus, scored a winner against Barcelona in Clasico, also scored a goal against Valencia, and performance is too good. Also made an assist against Barcelona in Clasico. So Jude Bellingham is in the best shape at this moment, we can say that. And against Liverpool, who concedes many goals in this season, I think Jude Bellingham has the opportunity to make assists or just score a goal for Real Madrid in a away game. And also his ownership right now is 4%, and he counts as the differential. The last player from a midfield line is going to be Anthony Gordon from Newcastle. This guy plays good football in the Champions League. The match against Athletic Bilbao will be crucial for Newcastle. We can see the points of him. 7 points against Barcelona, scored a goal. Union Saint-Gilles 13 points and 14 points against Benfica. Another home match against Bilbao. I guess Newcastle will be favorites in that match against Athletic Bilbao, and who else but Anthony Gordon can shine again and make the statement of himself. So Gordon will be great pick because of the fixture, because of the play style, and because of the recent results in the Champions League. Now let's see the forward line. So my forward line is going to start with Julian Alvarez from Atletico de Madrid. Julian Alvarez just played a single good match in the Champions League yet against Frankfurt. That played very well, took man of the match award, and match against Union Saint-Gilles is very necessary to win for Julian Alvarez and Atletico de Madrid. It's a vital match in the Champions League. They just lost against Liverpool. And 15 points against Eintracht Frankfurt, 3 points against Arsenal, and the lost match, of course. Match against Union Saint-Gilles will be so vital for Atletico de Madrid, and because the next match is against Inter, and the last 3 matches are too good. But I think Julian Alvarez right now must take responsibility on himself, because it will be necessary to use that kind of player for the upcoming fixtures, and not upcoming fixtures, for the match day 4. And Julian Alvarez, I have a hope, scores a goal and makes an assist. He also scored a goal against Sevilla, and he's a main penalty taker, which is importantly good for our team. Next one is going to be Kylian Mbappe from Real Madrid, and the double up in attack, I guess, because I have Bellingham against Liverpool, Mbappe against Liverpool. Of course, I count Real Madrid as the favorite because of the recent results. Liverpool just won a match in the Premier League against Aston Villa, but they lost too many, and they just conceded goals. So we got Jude Bellingham, who is in a brilliant form. Of course, Kylian Mbappe, who is also in a brilliant form. And Kylian Mbappe just take the penalties, and also he can't leave the pitch without scoring a goal or make an assist. And just like Erling Haaland, who is also too good in the Champions League, and Erling Haaland against Borussia Dortmund, his former club, at home. I think Haaland is able to score a goal, because Borussia Dortmund is not the best in defense, and while Erling Haaland is in animal form. And I think Haaland will be able to score at least brace for me against Borussia Dortmund. So guys, there are also good forwards for a specific match day 4, just like Victor Osimhen, who is going to face Ajax in a away game, but Galatasaray is his home team, and they are not able to score against Ajax too many, in my opinion. So if you want to exchange someone from the forward line, I guess the first option might be Victor Osimhen from Galatasaray, if you want to exchange Julian Alvarez, Mbappe, or Erling Haaland. Also, we got the option of Harry Kane, who is in a brilliant shape, but the match against PSG, I don't think it's a brilliant opportunity to pick Kane. Maybe the Kane is the caliber of forward who can score against any team, but against PSG, I guess in a away game, it will not be that efficient, and maybe Julian Alvarez, Mbappe, and Haaland will have a better fixture. You can also pick Marcus Rashford from Barcelona, but he has minor injuries, so I would recommend to rid of him at this moment. Robert Lewandowski is back, but I don't think he's able to play for the 90 minutes, so that will be the risk pick. Just like Gyökeres, who scored in the Premier League against Burnley, but in the Champions League he struggles again. Maybe scoring double against Atletico de Madrid is a good one, but I don't trust Victor Gyökeres. At least he starts scoring constantly. So guys, that's a final team under the Limitless team selection. About captaincy, I can say that 7 players are going to perform on Tuesday game, and the captaincy options are going to be either Mbappe or Julian Alvarez. But on Wednesday, the captaincy options are going to be possibly Lamine Yamal or Erling Haaland. But because of the recent results, I think Haaland will be favorite to take captaincy on bot. Thank you guys for watching. I just have a hope that you get so many useful tips, so I'll be very appreciated and glad. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Wish you all the best. Don't forget please to subscribe and support me by that way, and share your opinion with me in the comment section. Goodbye.